installed, did you change anything about the system after we installed it? He said, no, of course not. It's like, okay, you know, and we're sitting there looking at things, and he just kind of slyly throws in, he's like, so y'all's insurance will be paying for the damage, right? Now listen, I may have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night. And I know better than to answer dumbass questions like that, like, oh yeah, of course our insurance will pay for it. So what I said to him was, well, it really depends on what happened. We'll take a look at it. Now between you, me, and the interwebs, it's not looking good for us or our insurance. The system has blown apart. We may be on the hook for the repairs. So the supervisor and I are taking a really careful look at things, and one of the pieces of this system that we find is the high pressure relief valve. And the high pressure relief valve looks a little weird, and then we figured out in the outlet there's a cap. And to be honest with you, I've never seen a high pressure relief valve with a cap in it. It's like, why is there a cap there? Now, the high pressure relief valve is the device that is designed to prevent all of this from happening. If the pressure gets too great, it just blows out the high pressure relief valve. It may flood the basement, but it doesn't launch the pressure tank into the ceiling and start breaking things. It just floods. By the way, I'll do a video on if you have a well in a pressure tank, why you should have your high pressure relief valve plumbed to the outside of your house. So stay tuned, that video will be coming soon. In any event, this high pressure relief valve has a plug in it, which is weird. And we don't know why. Now we go back and look at the pictures from where we did the install, and we're able to verify when we did the install, there wasn't a plug in the high pressure relief valve. It's like weird. But right now, the most important thing to do is get this guy some water back so that he can take a shower and go about his life. We'll figure out who's at fault later. So the supervisor and I go and install a new pressure tank and fix the main water line in and repair the tankless hot water heater and fix the sewer pipe and fix the filtration. We get him all fixed up. And I say, hey, can you do me a favor and go upstairs and make sure everything's working all right? He says, not a problem. He goes upstairs. We hear water running. System seems to be working right. Nothing's leaking. He comes back down. He says, well, the pressure is quite a bit lower. Do you think you could turn it up? That right there was the clue that unraveled the entire thing, because we had never told him you could turn up the pressure on a well system. See, the pressure is controlled by a pressure switch. And depending on what pressure you want, you'll get the appropriate pressure switch. So if you want between 30 and 50 pounds of pressure, or between 40 and 60, or between 60 and 80, you would just install the appropriate pressure switch. You wouldn't turn it up. Now, there are 2 screws and nuts on each of those screws that adjust the cut in and cut out pressure of the system, but you shouldn't mess with those, and we definitely never mess with those because it's impossible to really tell what you've done. But we've now figured out he's mucked with the pressure. Now we just have to be able to prove it. And my supervisor is way ahead of me, and he's going to get that pressure switch. And whenever he gets that pressure switch, we compare it to a new out-of-the-box pressure switch. It should be identical because that's the way we installed it. But what we found was that the nut that controls when the pressure cuts off at is way down. And that means he's turned the pressure way up. We have no idea how much, but that nut is displaced by more than ½ an inch. He's really jacked up his pressure, and it suddenly has become all clear to us exactly what has happened. And I'll go ahead and tell you. He wanted more pressure, so he went to the internet mobox, said, how do I get more pressure? And some numbnuts on a YouTube video probably showed him how to tighten the screw, so he did, and just gave himself all kinds of pressure like there would be no ramifications in his real life for that. He just didn't think ahead, whatever. So he's gone and given himself all kinds of pressure. But how did the nut on the high pressure relief valve get there? My supervisor figured that out too. He said, listen, probably what happened is as he turned up the pressure, it started leaking. Did you change any